I feel like Mickey 17 was supposed to come out a long time ago, then I didn't hear anything about it, and then out of nowhere I remembered that it was coming out this week and it just completely snuck up on us. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Movie Dives. We're going to be diving into the new Robert Pattinson movie, and that is Mickey 17. Before we do, please don't forget to subscribe to the Movie Dive. I'm trying to get this channel to 1,000 subscribers, and if I do, I'll be giving away a free $150 gift card to a movie theater of a random subscriber's choice. So I've been away for a few weeks. I went on vacation, so I feel like I've been out of the game for a little bit. I missed a couple of movies there that hopefully I can catch up on, but I came back just in time to see Mickey 17. This was on my most anticipated list of the 2024 year, and it never ended up coming out. So I kept thinking to myself, why was the marketing for Mickey 17 so weird? Now, of course, this is made by the director of Parasite, and after he made Parasite and won all those awards, they must have given him a blank check to do whatever he wanted. Since I have heard that Mickey 17 has a budget of $118 million, and of course that is quite high for this type of film. As I stated before, I was wondering the whole time is why was this movie not pushed out more? Why did I not hear more about it, and how did it sneak up on us so fast? After seeing the movie, I can understand why it was quite hard to market this film. It is a pretty beefy runtime at almost 2 hours and 20 minutes long, and I don't even know what kind of genre I would describe it in. It is a long satire. There are moments that are funny in this movie. There's a lot of dark humor in this film as well. There's moments I'm not sure if it's trying to make me laugh or trying to make me upset. It is kind of all over the place. That is at fault as well. Robert Pattinson in this movie, he plays a character that you would never expect him to play, that you've never seen him play before. He has a voice that just really does not match his body. He does pull it off, however. I was trying to think of how I would compare this movie to others. Maybe a little bit of Snowpiercer, maybe a little bit of Starship Troopers, or it's just completely its own movie. That is the best positive I can say, is that people sometimes want an original film, and this is as much of an original film as you can get, especially for this high of a budget nowadays. But I will say, probably after the film was made and they showed the studio was probably like, oh God, how do we push this out to a wide audience? Of course, like Parasite, this movie has a lot to say. This is quite a bit different than the film Parasite, though. And it's kind of weird because there's a lot of moments during this film I'm thinking to myself, do I like this movie? However, I am quite entertained what is going on screen. Mark Ruffalo's in this movie, and he's been on this run lately of being way over the top. It is pretty clear in the movie who he's doing a satire of. I did find him quite amusing in the film as well. Now, the main thing about the movie is I feel like it kind of goes all over the place. I feel like it's going in one direction and then it turns and goes into another direction. It kind of did feel like the studio gave a bunch of money to someone who's never had that much money to make a film before, and they just try to make a bunch of things at once. Again, that's not to say I didn't enjoy the movie, but there is a lot of things that are going to hold me back from wanting to maybe see it again. However, I do recommend for a lot of people to check it out because it is very original and there is a lot to enjoy out of it, and a lot of moments that did make me laugh out loud. I do have a feeling that they're going to have a hard time recouping all the money and the budget that they had for this movie, because there's going to be a lot of people that it just does not resonate with. This movie is solely for just pretty big film fans that want to see something original and see something that they haven't seen before. My biggest recommendation for this movie, of course, I want people to go out and see it in movie theater, but I would recommend checking it out on streaming once it comes out. It is something that you can give a chance to if you don't fully get into. Of course, you can switch it off. However, the story and the writing have a bit of ADHD along with it. So in the end, it's kind of hard to explain this movie without giving too much away, as I do think, once again, you should go into this movie as blind as possible. Robert Pattinson and the other actors are pretty good in this movie. Of course, Mark Ruffalo and Toni Collette are pretty entertaining. There is one particular scene in this movie I really enjoyed, which involved all of them at dinner. All that being said, I know it's not going to be in the top or worst of my favorite of the year. It's probably going to be somewhere right around the middle. I go ahead and give Mickey 17 a 63 out of 100. Have you guys seen Mickey 17? Have you enjoyed it? Did you absolutely hate it? Because I could see it going both ways. Please do not forget to subscribe, guys. Comment down below, and we will see you next time on The Movie Dive.